Macau has a population of 683,000 people. The city reflects a mix of cultural backgrounds, blending the busy pace of the modern world along with the scattered charms of the past. Throughout the crowded streets, the domestic helper community stand out among the locals. There are more than 53 million domestic workers worldwide, of whom more than 21 million are in Southeast Asia. Macau is no exception to such prominent numbers, as the domestic worker population is ever growing.
Hi, I'm Levita Calagi from Philippines. I've been working as a helper already 13 years. I have three countries that I have an experience from: Singapore, Hong Kong, and the present is Macau. From 2007, I start to going abroad. The first time that I go is in Singapore. I stay in Chinese family for 2 years. They are very strict, but I can manage it. I take care of two children below 5 years old and 2 years old. I treat them like my own children. And then now they are still calling me because they never forget me as one of their helper. And then before I go home to Philippines, my boss take around me to Sentosa and then in Singapore Zoo. I really love it because I feel the Christmas there, Christmas and New Year. Although I am not stay with my family, but I still feel like I stay in Philippines.
I'm Mary Jane Campo, come from Philippines. I'm working in Jordan 3 years. The house is 4-story, so I clean all the things every day. First, I will ask to Madam if I get permission to, if I call my family in Philippines. But my Madam told me, no, cannot. So I feel so mad. And after that, one day, I tried to call my family without permission. And my boss told me, why you are using phone? She told me, yes, I said. And he told me, you never call your family.
Hi, I'm Savitri Limbu from Nepal. Before I been in Singapore 2014, there Singapore also very nice city and very green. I like Singapore. I'm working there 2 years. Also, I'm working in house domestic helper there also. Also, my boss is there in Indian, yeah, Indian family. I take care of small baby because I have experience. I also mother. I have a baby girl. She is now 15 years old. When I come in Macau 2017, but my husband is coming 2008. Yeah, he's security guard in casino, and then he's long time in Macau.
Domestic work accounts for 7.5% of women's wage employment worldwide. It stands as a highly feminized sector, with 80% of all domestic workers being women. In Macau, domestic workers face very low wages. The minimum salary requirement for domestic helpers is 3,000 patakas. They often reside with their employment household or in boarding homes, in which they share the living space with other migrant workers. They work excessively long hours, have no guaranteed weekly day of rest, and at times risk being vulnerable to abuse or restrictions on personal freedom.
After 3 years, I come back in Philippines. I'm not happy because my son she not recognize me anymore because he is not growing with me together. After we see each other, she called me auntie. When I left to my son, he is 2 years old. When I come back home, come from Jordan, the age of my son is running 6 years old. Now my son is teenager. He is not close with me. Sometimes she not talk to me. Sometimes only she say hi, nothing now, nothing else. He not talk to me. How are you? Like this, cannot say. But actually, even she doing like that to me, I always thinking about the future of my son, and I'm working so hard, so I give everything to him. That's why even she not recognize me, I love him so much.
My daughter is very understanding girl. She know everything. Our family is a little bit a poor family. We are need more money. She know my mommy and my daddy is making more money than our life is very easy. If no money, very difficult. She know everything. When growing big, I don't like she work like my work in house domestic helper. Maybe she's now studying. After studying finish, she going to college and maybe doing another. What she want to study, like engineer, like a doctor. She can study, but I don't like she work domestic helper.
My salary in Singapore is not enough for my family. That's why I decided to go to Hong Kong. I go to Hong Kong for almost 6 years, but different employer. My first employer that in Hong Kong, I didn't renew because she treat me like a strange. And then the last employer that I have, they asked me to wash the car when 1 o'clock to 12:30 to 1 o'clock like that. And then like I'm so crazy because middle of the sun there's no shade. I left Hong Kong because for 3 people that I stay for almost 6 years, a little bit tough for me.
Nepali people have in Macau. Some is working domestic helper, some is working as casino cleaner, some working as security guard. Our Nepali community is very good. Sometimes we are celebrate Nepali festival and Nepali culture, and sometimes we are get together going to outside. Sometimes get together and meeting all Nepali friends and very happy. In Macau life is like that. Our Nepali community is also very good.
Macau and Jordan is so different. Jordan is I don't have freedom. Now in Macau I have free. I do going anywhere, do what I want. Now I'm so happy.
I stayed for 14 years in abroad for my 3 children, 3 daughters, because I still have one daughter that I haven't finished, that she haven't finished her study. But sooner or later, I want them to experience what I experienced in the whole world, that they go somewhere. But I don't want to they experience what I experienced to be a helper, because it's not easy. It's not easy.
This is the story of 3 different flowers and their growth, sharing words of hope, sacrifice, and the kind of love only a mother's heart can carry. These flowers come together to form a beautiful bouquet, a gift of appreciation to every woman, mother, nanny, and the Vivid Helper community of Macau.